Texas, the second largest state in the US, averages 137 tornadoes each year, the highest number of any state in the US. Tornadoes are most common during the spring and summer months nationwide, but due to proximity to the Gulf of Mexico, tornadoes can occur in southeast Texas any time of year. What makes Texas a prime target for tornadoes? How do geographical and meteorological forces help in tornado formation? And why does Texas find itself nestled snugly within the notorious bounds of Tornado Alley? Let's find out answers to these questions as well as which counties in Texas are most affected by these tornadoes, how Texas neighboring states fare against the treacherous winds and the biggest, baddest tornadoes to ever touch down on Texan soil. Let's get started. Picture this vast open plains stretching as far as the eye can see, interrupted only by the occasional rise of rugged terrain. Yes, Texas' sprawling landscape plays a pivotal role in the formation of tornadoes. You see, these flatlands provide the perfect breeding ground for thunderstorms to unleash their fury. As warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico collides with the cooler, drier air from the north, it sets the stage for an explosive atmospheric event, and these plains do not provide any resistance to these tornado formations. Texas' sheer size doesn't help either. The diverse range of climates and weather patterns, from the humid subtropical climate of the Gulf Coast to the arid conditions of the West, also encourage tornado formation. It's like nature's own laboratory where swirling winds and turbulent air masses collide for a frightening display of raw power. You must have heard about the Tornado Alley. It stretches from the Great Plains to the Midwest. Here, the clash of warm, moist air from the Gulf and cooler, drier air from the Rockies creates a perfect recipe for disaster. Unfortunately, Texas is located at the southern entrance of this tornado alley. In 2011, US experienced a record-breaking 875 tornadoes in April alone, the most ever recorded in a single month. Research has shown that the tornado alley is shifting due to warming temperatures fueled by climate change. In the future, the Southeast could become the region that receives the bulk of the country's tornadoes. It's a concerning trend as the South is more populated than the Great Plains and has a higher concentration of mobile homes than other parts of the country, making the storms potentially deadlier and costlier. The data on tornadoes goes back to 1950s, and over the years it has become more accurate. The five most tornado-prone counties in Texas are Harris County, Tarrant County, Dallas County, Bexar County, and Travis County. Now let's analyze the most tornado-prone states in the US in the last 25 years. It shouldn't come as a surprise that Texas is at the top of this list with an average of 135 tornadoes every year. In the second spot is Kansas with an average of 92 tornadoes every year. It is followed by Oklahoma with an average of 75 tornadoes per year. After this, at the fourth spot, we have Alabama with an average of 69 tornadoes every year. Then we have Mississippi in fifth place with an average of 67 tornadoes per year. Texas has experienced a number of significant tornadoes throughout its history. The most notable ones are the Waco tornado of 1953. This F5 tornado is the deadliest in Texas history, striking on May 11th. It killed 114 people, injured 597, and destroyed around 600 homes and other buildings. The second deadliest tornado is Goliath tornado of 1902. Occurring on May 18th, this F4 tornado also killed 114 people but injured fewer than the Waco tornado with 250 injuries. It destroyed hundreds of buildings in Goliad. The Rock Springs tornado of 1927 is the third on the list. It was an F5 tornado that touched down on April 12th near Rock Springs, killing 74 people and injuring 205. It destroyed 235 of the 247 buildings in the town. In fourth place is the Glacier Higgins Woodward tornadoes that happened in 1947, part of a family of deadly twisters that moved through Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas on April 9th. In Texas, it killed 68 people and injured 272. The Wichita Falls tornado of 1979 is the fifth deadliest tornado in the history of Texas. Known as Terrible Tuesday, this F4 tornado struck on April 10th and is one of the most infamous Texas tornadoes. It resulted in 42 deaths and extensive damage. These tornadoes are remembered for their devastating impact on communities, and they serve as a reminder of the importance of tornado preparedness and safety measures. According to studies, Texas loses around $2 billion every year due to severe storms. In fact, some years this figure is way more than this. In 2019, this number was close to $4 billion. Between 1980 and 2024, Texas has lost around $100 billion because of severe storms, which is equal to 21% of all money lost due to weather disasters. If you are visiting Texas during the tornado season, make sure to use weather apps to get timely tornado alerts. During a tornado, stay indoors and take shelter in a basement or the lowest floor and avoid windows. Also, make sure to have essential supplies like water, food, flashlight, and a first aid kit with you. Stay safe and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.